We good? Okay. Hi everyone, welcome. Alicia and Stephanie here. We are excited to share with you our top tips for essential oils for travel. So as many of you already know, Stephanie is an avid traveler. How many days home this month? 7?
7 total for the month of July, which does not include the 2 days we're home next week. So it does include. That's the total number of days we'll physically be in this house.
And I aspire to be more of a traveler. I do lots of day trips and I've been to some beautiful places, but aspiring to get to this girl's level over here. So we're just going to dive in and share some great tips with you. And then at the end, if anyone has questions, we will take your questions. Let's dive in. I'm going to let you get us rolling.
Okay, basically what we did was kind of split this class into different tips. So we'll talk about some oils, we'll talk about different products, we'll talk about, just kind of tricks and ways to travel with your oils. And then I'm also going to share at the very end some tips that other people shared. Some of them we will talk about throughout the class, but others are kind of different and new. So that'll be at the very end. So our first tip is to never go anywhere without your oils. And I actually, early on in my journey, got caught without oils several times and then realized, oh heck, it needs to go with me all the time. So whatever your travel, kind of backtrack and think, if you're just going for the day, throw some oils into your day bag. If you're traveling long-term for a long weekend or a week or longer than that, then think about what you're doing, what oils are your I can't live without, and then throw in a few additional oils in that we'll talk about tonight, or products as well. Things that travel very easily because you don't want to be caught without them. You never know what's going to happen and you always want to be prepared. So an easy way to travel with the oils and have extra and not have to carry, so our oil bottles are 15 milliliters or 5, some of them are 5. An easy way to travel and not have to bring this whole bottle is to use the doTERRA keychains. So they come in 2 different. That's the purple one, this is the black one, and inside of them are what we call little drams. So they're little sample oils. So this size dram, I don't know the size, but it's the larger dram. It can fit about 40 drops of oil. So that's a lot. When we talk about the oils in our other classes, we talk about using less, making your oils last. So 40 drops, even if you're gone for 2 weeks, should be plenty. So that will give you lots of samples. Now the keychain comes with 8, and then we have like the little lids on them. I have 2 keychains that I fill. Of course, I have one that's my single oils, and then one that's full of blends. And then I also keep a little dram of fractionated coconut oil, so that it's easy for me to dilute. So that would kind of be tip number 1. Now, if you don't have the little keychain, you can bring your oils. There's lots of fun bags.
Etsy, you can go crazy.
Tons. And I'll share a few of my favorites tonight. But yeah, if you hop on Etsy or hop on any of the oil supply companies, there's lots of different ways you can easily travel with your oils, and they stay safe, and they're easy to find and use throughout your traveling.
And we've shared before, Aroma Tools is a really good site, and the Oil Life is another really good site. And you'll be surprised how excited you can get about bottles and keychains and little doohickeys for your oils. It's really fun. So
and these little keychains that we just showed you are right from doTERRA. So you can find them on other sites as well, but the ones that we both have are straight from doTERRA. So you can use your wholesale account to get them.
I don't know if you know this, but this is actually, this was a Christmas gift. And this is actually what made me start my doTERRA business. I got this from my cousin's girlfriend, Brianna. Thank you, Brianna, if you're watching. And I was just so blown away by how the oils immediately helped me that this was kind of what really turned me on to, okay, I need to pursue learning more about these guys. So anyway.
So what a great gift to give someone.
Absolutely. And she had them all filled up for me with all her oils. It was so awesome. Yeah.
great sampling, enough for them to use them and really experience them.
Tip number 2, On Guard is a travel must-have. So On Guard is our protective blend, and you can add it to your diffuser jewelry when traveling. So I've got my bracelet on here made of lava. Stephanie's packing a lot of heat tonight.
Only 2 of them are diffuser bracelets.
But yeah, we love diffuser jewelry. It's usually going to be made from, always going to be made from something porous. So lava beads or wood beads, sometimes leather. You can get bracelets, you can get necklaces, earrings, even I've seen like little hair barrettes now. So definitely have your On Guard on your diffuser jewelry. And you can use the On Guard soft gels, which are little vegetarian capsules filled with the On Guard blend. You can start taking them a few days before traveling, while traveling, and then after traveling to boost your immune system. So we talk about this sometimes too, how often we wait until we feel bad to do something about it. But if we can really be preventative and know that we want to boost our immune system before we even get on the plane or the train or the bus or in the car, those soft gels are a really great way to do that. The beadlets are also really fun. So there's On Guard beadlets, and they are 1/4 drop of oil in each one. They're great for traveling because they're super teeny tiny.
Yeah. So they're in that jar that or that container I just held up, there's 125 of them. So
they remind me of tiny little fish eggs. I hope that doesn't gross anyone out. But you can put one under your tongue, let it dissolve. You can put it right into your mouth, pop it. You can put it into your mouth and swallow it. Or if you're in a pinch and you don't have any hand sanitizer, you can just pop one right in your palms, rub together, and you've got a natural hand sanitizer. I would probably also put my hands over my face, cup and breathe, because On Guard smells really good in my opinion. Yeah. So that's tip number 2. Let's go on to tip number 3.
Okay, number 3, because traveling means a lot of time potentially in the car, long flights, or extra physical activity that we're not used to. So I know when we travel, we do a lot of hiking, we do a lot of walking around cities, things like that, just so that you can experience the culture or the area where you're going, right? So our bodies tend to suffer a little bit and need a little relief. So Deep Blue Rub is fantastic. If you don't want to bring this entire container, all you have to do is open it up and squirt some into like a travel size jar. So you don't have to bring the whole thing, but I mean, I think this fits pretty easily.
It's pretty lightweight. It's not gonna weigh you down.
It's definitely, it has to be packed though, because it's 4 ounces. So it's over the limit for carry-on. So it has to be in your packed luggage. The other option is I love to carry the touch roller, and we'll talk about the touch rollers later, but this is the Deep Blue roller that is already diluted. So it has the Deep Blue oil in it, and it's diluted, and it has a roller bottle. So if I'm in the car or on the plane and my back starts, those
seats are so poorly made. Who are they made for?
Well, they're trying to squeeze as many people into the plane as they can. So there's a lack of wiggle room, right? So I can whip this out, throw it on my shoulders, rub it on my back. I can pass it to my husband, he can do the same. And it's diluted, so it's also safe for my kids. Great if you've been hiking or walking all day long, after you shower at night, rubbing it on your feet, up your calves. It gives some nice relief there. So that's a fun one to have with you. It's actually one I never go anywhere without, even locally. So that Deep Blue is always somewhere in my purse or in my bag.
So if you travel, you're probably going to be spending a lot of time, in the car, on the plane, the train, the bus, whatever. But in the car, you can always bring with you a car diffuser. So I didn't bring mine in from my car, but Stephanie's got some fun ones. The one that I have is a little terracotta pot that hangs from the rearview mirror, and I put about 25 drops in, and when the sun heats it up, it smells great. And I've also got a little one that clips into my vent now. So I've got two. And then what do you have there? Let's see
So
those.
this is one that just gets a little pad. The pad goes in here, and then it heats up and disperses the oil. This is another one that you actually fill with water. So water and oil goes in here and it bubbles and really diffuses throughout. And then I have a third one.
You're so
No
funny.
judgment. That looks like
I'm
this.
just jealous. I'm not judging. I just want all of those now.
This goes right into the cup holder and plugs in. So
cool.
it fills with water again, put the oils in, and it works just like a diffuser in the house does. This also has a USB port. So there's lots of options online. Again, those sites that we talked about, Oil Life,
Aroma Tools.
Even check Amazon and just do portable car diffusers or things like that. But always look when you're searching on Amazon for the ratings and make sure they're rated. Yeah, they're rated really good.
And if you're staying in a hotel, pack your diffuser to use in the hotel room. So I have the, I believe it's called Aroma Light diffuser from doTERRA. It's very compact, a little rectangle shape, and it's really easy. I saved the box for it so I can pop it in the box and bring it. And in the beginning, it was kind of like, oh, am I going to take the extra 2 minutes to pack that? But now it's like not a question, because sometimes you go into the hotel room and it's just funky. So it feels really good, especially if you're in a hotel room where you can't open the windows. That's like my least favorite kind. But you can at least purify the air by having your diffuser with you.
The other thing someone mentioned was when you bring the diffuser and the oils that you typically, I mean, we're in the hotel rooms at night pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So the oils that you typically diffuse at night, when you bring that with you, it's often difficult to sleep at night.
Right. You're in
You're
a
in a
familiar place. Yeah.
It brings the familiarity. That word. It brings that with you. So just those scents and those aromas. Plus they obviously help with mood and with sleep and things like that.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you're keeping your nighttime ritual, even though you're in a different place at night.
Right. Our next tip, number 5, is Parashield. So Parashield comes in the oil, and it also comes in a spray. And this is our outdoor blend, and it's our bug repellent blend. So if we're going hiking, if we're going to sit out at a bonfire, if we're going to barbecues, if we're going camping, if we're going on the beach, if we're going on a boat, anything like, basically if you're going
outside.
anywhere, you're going to be outside, you're going to want Parashield with you. And then just apply it. You can spray it. You can actually put it on your diffuser jewelry. And it is one, like if you're on your back deck or if you're somewhere where you can plug in a diffuser, you can throw this in the diffuser. I have a portable diffuser that works off of a battery that I can use at our bonfires that I throw Parashield in. So definitely one you want to have with you.
So next tip, traveling can lead to exhaustion. Long days in the airport, road trips in the car, waiting in lines at amusement parks. The list can go on and on. So peppermint essential oil or the peppermint beadlets are must-haves. So there's the 15 milliliter bottle, and then the beadlets are up next. So breathing in the oil, peppermint oil is an instant pick-me-up. Really great just to put a drop in your palms, rub them together, cup your hands over your face and breathe. And then if you pop a beadlet into your mouth, it can make you energized and ready to tackle the rest of the day. Peppermint is cooling, so that's another really key factor for your travel in the summer, especially if you're in the car and you're not like controlling the temperature and you tend to run a little hot and the person that's with you doesn't. It can be great to have peppermint. Putting a drop or two on your neck can really help on hot days. And I like to make a spray bottle that's just water and peppermint, and I like to keep it in the fridge. I know you said you don't do that because then you forget it in the fridge, right? So if you can remember, or like make yourself a Post-it, it's really nice to have it when it's nice and cold. I guess if you were traveling, you would have to have it like in your cooler with your snacks if you're in the car.
So our next tip, tip number 7, is all about hydration. So when we're traveling, we're away from home. We don't always have control of our food. We're eating out a lot. We're also eating foods that we are not controlling every ingredient in. So if you're sensitive at all to this is something that your body might react to. So this is another one that even if I'm on a day trip, comes with me all the time, just because I don't want to ruin a day because my stomach is upset or my kids' stomachs are upset. So this oil is the oil, and this is another one that it's great to have in the touch roller because then it's easy and ready to apply. Quick rub on the belly. This can also be taken internally. So a good one to have that will settle occasional stomach upset.
And there are Digestion soft gels as well, right? So you can get those in the soft gel too. Tip number 8, there's a reason lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of oils. It has so many great benefits. When you're traveling, your sleep patterns can be disrupted. Lavender can help you to relax and promote restful sleep. It's also great for minor skin irritations, bug bites, sunburns, etc. So when I first started working with the oils, I only knew about lavender for relaxation. And now it's just so clear that I never really leave home without lavender either. That's a great one. All right.
So our next one, I don't have the original containers they come in.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
These are On Guard throat drops. And these are breathe drops. I have them in glass containers, but here, let's take them out so you guys can see. So this is a breathe drop. Super easy. It's a respiratory drop. That's the On Guard drop.
Oh, look, they match our outfits. I know.
That's funny.
Such a dark. Your shirt looks blue online, right? I know.
Easy to throw in your carry-ons. Easy to throw in your bag. And the On Guard ones are going to help support through illness, through just immune support. And then the breathe drops are great for respiratory support. So both great, quick and easy to throw in your travel bag.
And I feel like really good kind of gateways into if you have like kids or family members that maybe aren't as open to like putting an essential oil in their hands or in their drinks. You just kind of hand them one of those and they might think it's like a Hall's cough drop or something and they're willing to try it. So I feel like it's kind of a good way in for people. Number 10, bring your On Guard sanitizing mist or make your own hand sanitizer. Traveling means you're exposing yourself to a lot of germs in the airport, the hotel, tourist sites, restaurants, etc. So if you carry a hand sanitizer with you at all times, you'll use it and be less likely to be carrying those germs. I couldn't agree with this more. I really like the sanitizing mist that doTERRA makes, and I spray it not only on my hands, but I'll spray it just sometimes as like a little bit of a linen or shirt spray. And then I also have been known, my friends have been teasing me to spray like the chair before I sit on it. But you know, it's like you sit on a chair, if it has armrests, the next thing you know, your arms and hands are on it, and then you're itching your face. So I kind of spray down the area. I'm getting a little more germophobic as I get older. So, there's a little recipe we have here. If you want to make your own hand cleanser recipe, you'll need a 2-ounce glass or metal spray bottle, 1 teaspoon of aloe vera, 5 drops of Melaleuca, which is our tea tree oil, 5 drops of lavender, and 5 drops of lemon. You'll fill the rest with distilled water, combine all your ingredients and spray, or shake and then spray. And I remember when you gave me this recipe, I made it for someone, and then I immediately got another bottle out and made it for myself because it smelled really, really good. So I kind of bounce back and forth between what doTERRA makes, what I want to make. Both are really great. And gives you options. If you like making your own stuff, then we just give you a recipe. If you would rather just purchase, there's lots of other hand sanitizing recipes out there too. That's just that we've used for a while and tried and true. Yeah. All
right, tip number 11, when we're away, we need to make sure to stay hydrated. So I always recommend bringing some sort of water bottle with you. Obviously, if we're traveling on a plane, that water bottle needs to be empty when we go through TSA check. But then we typically buy bottles of water and refill them as soon as we get through the check. I tend to bring this one. It holds about 3 cups of water, fits in my backpack nice and easy, and my carry-on. And then you always want to use glass or metal. Because I'm traveling with a bunch of boys, I tend to use metal.
We'll drop the glass.
Even though the glass ones tend to have the plastic outsides and to save them, it's just easier. And when we times everything by 5, because there's 5 of us, it's heavy and it's a lot. I like to bring my citrus oils with me. And again, I don't bring the full bottles. I bring those little drams because there's 40 drops in them. So 40 drops is a whole lot. I like to use lemon, lime,
tangerine. I can't believe you didn't say that one first.
Grapefruit, what else? Wild orange, any of those can be used. And it helps helps you continue to drink and stay hydrated throughout your travels.
My new favorite, I don't know if I told you this, is making really, really ice cold water, which typically I don't even like. I like room temperature, but really super ice cold water and 1 drop of spearmint is like the most refreshing thing ever. So if you have spearmint and you haven't tried it yet, highly recommend it. Number 12, travel can mean hectic days and stressful situations. It couldn't be more true. Balance essential oil blend can be applied on days like these. We like to apply it to the bottoms of the feet and the back of the neck. I like to slather it on the back and sides of my neck. It's the grounding blend, and it's one of the few blends that's in a 15 milliliter bottle already diluted in fractionated coconut oil. So the drops will be a little bit thicker to come out, but what do you have there?
I have, I pulled this one out because it's turned it into a roller straight from the bottle. So I mean, you could make further dilute it.
Right.
It's necessary.
You don't need to.
I just put a roller top on it. So super easy to rub on your feet. I usually put it behind my neck. Sometimes I rub it over my heart if I really need a lot of balance.
Absolutely. Now, is that just a regular 10 milliliter roller bottle top that you put on there?
No, that's it's a special one. You can get roller tops for the oil.
Very cool.
Don't ask me what they're actually something like that.
I'm sure a quick Google search that we can find them.
Aroma Tools or Oil Life or those would have them.
I love when I learn something. I always learn something when we teach these classes. Yeah, next one's you.
Okay, so tip 13. When we're traveling, our sleep cycle gets disrupted. And because we're on the go and we're doing lots of physical activity and we're visiting friends and family and blah, 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 it's really important that we still get sleep. So a couple things we can do. We can diffuse. We can diffuse the oils that we diffuse at home, lavender, cedarwood, marjoram, serenity, vetiver. Those are kind of our top ones. There's a few others.
Even balance and serenity is really nice together.
We can take Serenity soft gels. So Serenity is our restful blend, and these are little soft gels that can be taken internally. And then I like to bring and make our Lights Out blend. This is a little blend I put together. It is a 10 milliliter bottle, and it's 20 drops of lavender, 20 drops of vetiver, and 10 drops of marjoram, and then fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil. It's a little bit strong, but when we're traveling and the kids get all rammy, if we're traveling on an overnight flight, which we've done a couple times, it's incredibly difficult with the excitement and the different atmosphere for all of us to sleep. So we use this. We rub it on our feet. I actually love the smell of it, so I rub it on my wrists, rub it on my neck, and it helps to just relax.
I've never traveled on an overnight flight. Where were one of the places you were going to? You were overnight, remember?
I think Fiji was one of them.
Oh, that sounds worth it.
I don't know.
Fiji.
We're going to Hawaii next week, and I think our flight home is an overnight one.
I'm going to jump in her suitcase. She doesn't know yet, but I'm actually going to Maui as well. I'm ready. You're like the third person I know that's going to be in Hawaii this month. I'm so jealous, but also very happy for my friends. So tip number 14, place a drop or two of your favorite oil in your so that your clothes won't smell musty. This is a really great way for, sorry, I can't talk. This is really great for the way home when you have a suitcase full of dirty laundry. We all know that smell when you open your suitcase and just dump everything right into the washer because it all stinks. Even if you have a shirt you didn't wear, it's getting washed.
You can choose any oil, whatever oil you have with you, whatever oil you love the smell of.
Purify is a really good one.
Yeah.
The Purify blend. That's a really nice one to kind of fake the smell of clean until you can actually clean.
Tip number 15, traveling. We talked about the stress of traveling, but traveling can often cause a lot of tension. When I get really tense, I hold it in my shoulders and then in my neck, and then it causes headaches and massive discomfort if left not taken care of. So our tension blend is past tense. So it's a roller. Past tense is great to rub on your neck, to rub on sore, really tense, tight muscles. If you get head tension on your temples, possibly on your forehead, well, also good for not just muscle and joint tension, but tension from stress, like feeling overwhelmed, that kind of stuff. It can also help with that.
Yeah. Number 16. The doTERRA Touch line is perfect for traveling. Each roller is pre-diluted and ready for easy application. So especially if you're traveling with kids, this is a great way to know that the oils are diluted, and if you have sensitive skin, and just also again for the convenience of it.
So there are 9 touch oils. We have single oils, peppermint, oregano, melaleuca, lavender, frankincense, and then 4 blends: On Guard, Digescen, Deep Blue, and Breathe. So this is my fancy little holder that holds all of them. And this is ready to go for next week. So this will be packed with us. And then it folds and closes. So do you need something like that? No, but is it fun? And I know where my oils go and what belongs where. They're just really good to have and easy to share. If someone you're with isn't feeling well, they're diluted. You don't really have to worry about sensitive skin.
Yeah.
They're easy to roll on. So that's really important to have.
And it takes like just less explanation too. If someone's new to the oils, you don't have to show them how to get the drop out and let me add some more, coconut. Like the easier the better, especially when you're on the go and traveling.
Yeah. Tip number 17 is to always bring Correctix. Correctix is our essential ointment. So it's a great multi-purpose ointment that helps soothe skin and enhance the healing process. So cuts and scrapes and just bug bites and things like that we get when we're out about, when we're vacationing, when we're in different areas, any kind of abrasion, any kind of rash. This rubbed on, has frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, melaleuca, and lavender in it. And it's just great. I mean, it's so little, so it's easy to throw in a bag. It can go in your carry-on, throw it right in with your oils, and then you have something that's very healthy to use on any kind of skin irritation.
So would this be like a replacement for Neosporin if you've used that in the past? Yeah, okay. I actually don't have that one yet, so I got to put that in my order for next month. Tip number 18, if traveling by plane, we recommend carrying the oils in your carry-on. Just follow the carry-on rules for your airline. The TSA in the US follows the 3-1-1 liquids rule. What is that?
So it's 3 ounces or less, and it must fit in one quart size Ziploc bag.
Ah, okay.
So 3 ounces, one quart Ziploc bag.
Cool.
I always put them on, I always put them in my carry-on, one, because they're so valuable to me. I don't like all my medication or supplements go in my carry-on too, because I don't want to lose any of that stuff.
Like if your luggage didn't arrive with you.
Right. Yeah. My luggage doesn't come, I still have my supplements, I still have my oils, I can always purchase new clothes and things like that, but I don't want to lose them. They're valuable. And 2, because I might need them on the plane.
Absolutely.
And I don't put them, I travel all the time, and I always carry them in different bags, and they're not in see-through bags. I sometimes take them out, I sometimes don't. Every now and then they'll check my bag and ask what they are, and I just say they're essential oils. It's not a big deal. They're all the correct, they're below the correct size. They're not over 3 ounces. So yeah.
We went to Mexico with them, and my mom went to Peru with them, and she didn't have any trouble traveling. So I think it's all good. Yeah.
So tip number 19 is when traveling, do your best to get adequate sleep, fresh air, exercise, and stay hydrated. Take along your essential oils to help protect your health, boost your immune system, and keep everyone happy. When we're traveling, we want to build the memories. We want to not feel ill, not feel discomfort, and our oils can help with that. So even if we eat something wrong, we can use an oil that will ease that discomfort. If we walked too much or overdid ourselves one day, we can use some oils so that we're good for the next day. If we're antsy and excited and we're not sleeping well and our eyes are wide open, or we've got jet lag or whatever is going on in terms of sleep, we can use an oil to help us get sleep. So if we're bringing our oils with us, we're able to better enjoy our vacations. Or traveling, even if you're traveling for work or like it doesn't have to be a fun vacation, it can be just traveling in general. I did want to show you one new thing that I think this is the only thing I didn't show. So this is my fun new pack that will be traveling to Hawaii with us. And I'm so excited to show you the inside.
Are there going to be CDs in there? I feel like there's going to be CDs.
But I don't have to go without any oil. There's a few that I don't use often. So.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
So if you are really crazy and are afraid of not being without a certain oil, I have, so these are the larger drams, and I have about 40 drops in each thing. I did double up on the TerraShield because we'll be outside a lot. So I have 2 TerraShields, and then I have a couple of oils I couldn't fit. So I eliminated the ones that I knew I really wouldn't need. And then I have in this zipper pouch, I have a few drams of fractionated coconut oil. So there's oils that I'll bring the touch kit with me. Those are probably will be our most used. But then I'm equipped. Like I don't have to worry. Like if something happens, I've got all of this with me. So, and then on my phone, I always have the Modern Essentials app. So if something happens or someone's not feeling well or there's who knows, and I don't know what to use, I've got that app that I can just quickly plug something in and figure out what should I use.
I think we should mention that these are all in alphabetical order.
Of course.
I think we should mention that. Can you come organize my life, please? That's awesome. Is that from doTERRA or that? I know that's from Aroma.
From Aroma Soul.
So great.
Yeah. I've had this for a while, and this past week finally sat down and made it, and it's great. That I don't have to go because we're going to be gone for a week and a half. So I wanted to make sure we had, and way far away
from home.
So
yeah.
Wanted to make sure we were equipped with all kinds of fun stuff.
So let's share those couple tips that people gave you. So Stephanie did a nice little thing online raffle.
Yeah, I just did a share your tips that you weren't just hearing from Alicia and I. I'm sure we're missing some things, but we touched upon a lot of our major tips. I asked others what their tips were when they travel, and Ruth told us just take them all.
Good job,
so I'm following you, Ruth. I'm taking just about every oil I have with me in the small version. Bridget said she uses On Guard sanitizing spray in the hotel rooms. So we talked about that. A great place to, because yes, the hotel rooms are clean, but there's definitely other people's stuff in them. So Whitney said she brings her diffuser bracelets and they use On Guard on the days of travel. And then she always brings a small diffuser with her and uses lavender or serenity in the hotel room or wherever they're staying to help promote sleep. And she was the one who mentioned it being similar to what they do at home. So continuing that same routine. Leanne shared a couple different. She said she always brings her keychain and then uses her lavender roller for nighttime, her peppermint roller for work or daytime. And then if driving, she says, bring a diffuser to pack a diffuser. And then she also said if flying and you can't fit your diffuser, to call the hotel room or call the hotel and see if they have diffusers. Some chains actually have diffusers that they will give you. So you would just bring the oils.
Hopefully in the future, all the hotel rooms will have them.
That's what she said. Like the more we ask,
the
more we ask, the more
great.
The more hotels will have them.
I never thought to do that.
And then Janine said to bring a diffuser, to put On Guard on diffuser bracelets, to pack Digestion for tummy troubles, and to put Melaleuca in your travel shampoo.
Great.
So
Those are really good tips.
Yeah, lots of good tips.
Thank you guys for sharing. That's always really fun for us to hear. I think it teaches us new things, and it also reminds us of things that we forget, because when you get this much information in your head, certain things tend to slip your mind if you haven't done them. So thank you.
So I challenge each of you, what do we have? We have like a month and a half left of summer, technically, or at least before school starts. If you are traveling, when you sit down and make your list, or either mentally or actually physically on a piece of paper, make sure you include your oils. And then take some pictures when you're traveling of using your oils, maybe your hotel room, and opening up the bags and seeing what's in there, or when you do any of the tips that we shared, and then throw them online for us so that we can see what you're doing. And if anyone else
right? I want to live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
If you're traveling somewhere.
Yeah, that's fun. Where is doTERRA?
It's like, where's Waldo? But where's doTERRA? Awesome. And are we going to pick a raffle winner?
So these are all people that shared their tips. We put all their names. We're doing old school, so all their names are on a sheet of paper. We're going to pick one winner.
What are you going to give them?
That winner is going to get a Island Dreams
roller,
which smells so wonderful, good. And a bag. And the bag, I think, holds 8 or 10. 10.
Very nice.
The bag holds 10 different 15 or 5 milliliter bottles. So I will either mail this or deliver it, depending on who wins. Probably mail it. We're leaving on Tuesday. You want to pick?
Of course I do.
And I promise we're not cheating.
No, we're not cheating.
Everybody's name is in there.
See who we got. Janine, you are a lucky winner. Woo!
Yay! So Janine, you're actually local, so I'll touch base with you and see if you'll be home and drop that off. Okay, so if anyone has other tips that we missed, please share them. We will add them to our notes for later, just like we did this time. And hopefully this helped everybody.
Yes, thanks for watching. Have a nice night. Bye.
Bye.